You had already lunch, or yeah? Good. Then you're not hungry anymore. That's good for me. Yeah.
Okay, then everyone's settled. We're going to do Sundays in room 1 straight after these guys. So Rob, you're going to.
Obviously, you don't like the salad. Nobody likes healthy food.
Yeah, good to see you.
Thank you.
First and foremost, how big a game is this for you, for Liverpool Football Club?
Very, 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 very big. Eh? So it's the good thing around the derby. I don't have to say a lot because everybody knows what it is. For me, it's pretty special because my first time at Goodison Park. Yesterday night I watched the movie Creed. So it was my first impression from Goodison Park. So no, I'm really looking forward to it, and it's very important period or moment in the season. Of course, for all of us, both teams obviously lately after the last game in a good mood. We watched the game. Yeah, we watched it together, right, in the hotel at Middlesbrough, Everton Arsenal. So you already could see atmosphere there was good atmosphere. We were quite excited about the game, so it was intense and good to see. So it will be a real battle, I would say. Two good teams against each other. Yeah, and my first time at Goodison Park, I said, so looking forward to.
What do you say to the players about keeping their heads in that what could be quite a hostile environment?
You already answered your question. What do you say to the players? Nothing to say to you about this. So, it's all about how always actually saying the right things in the right moment. It will be not a lot about motivation because that's clear, and I don't like to say things what everybody knew before. So yeah, it's important. Players know it's difficult. Players know, but it's possible. Players know. So about the things we have to do in the game on the football side, that will be very important. And of course, in a game like this, always a lot about atmosphere. And I think we will fill each space. What will they give us on the stand? But probably the Everton fans will still be a few more, and so it's our job to keep them as quiet as possible, if possible, and yeah, that's it.
Still so many headlines over your goalkeeper selection, of course, but in the atmosphere we're talking about, is it the sort of atmosphere where you might choose the experience of Mignolet over the youth of Karius?
I don't want to change now each week. That was not the plan. So Simon made a good, really good game, so he will be in the goal for sure. I tried to explain it after the game, so it was about not pushing Loris through the situation. So that it's not 1 week. Now he can use the time in training and having no pressure, only the pressure he makes himself with getting better. And I know about how fantastic he is as a goalkeeper, but of course it's not enough if only I know it. So, and that's all. And Simon did really well, so nothing to think about. Only if something happens, and then we have Loris again.
Tim,
yeah. How difficult a decision is that to drop the goalkeeper because you're isolated in that position? You know, every mistake or decision you make is analysed. So, is that difficult to drop a goalkeeper?
In life, it's never about a decision. It's always about explanation. So I explained it. So and this moment, I thought it made absolutely sense. So, and it's actually a good decision for both. How I see it. That's not always the common view, actually, but all good. There's no, from my side, it's never. I never make final judgments about my players, and as long as the attitude is good, and how I always said, I'm really responsible for the boys that they can deliver their best, and and sometimes the job is to put somebody out of I don't know, the fire line, or how we want to say, or out of the public view. Only step aside and use the time to get in your best shape, and that's all, nothing else. So it was not I know how it is in all public the discussions and things like this, but I'm absolutely not interested. It's not what you want to do. That's always like this. But at the end, it's the same like always. I decided for a player, not against another one. So, and Simon, we only made a change because Simon is in brilliant shape. So, and then we have to use it.
What does the derby mean to you?
I don't think that's too important. So I'm part of Liverpool Football Club, and so I have to. It's really easy for me to accept the importance of the game. So I cannot say that Everton is my enemy since I'm 12 years or 5 years old. So that's not like this. But it's how I said a few times before. I like how Liverpool live with this, the city, live with these two big clubs. And until now, I never had any issue with any Evertonian fans. So when I met them as taxi driver in a wherever, so all, maybe not all, but a lot of nice people support Everton. So I have no issue with this. But it's the game for us, and so we have to respect this, and we will, no problem. I'm quite good in adapting in these situations, and well, I'm already in the mood, but in a very positive mood, because I'm really looking forward to it. That's a game you want to have. The more, how I said a few times, football is not the most important thing in the world, but on Monday night I would say for 90 minutes, yeah, in and around Liverpool, probably it is, and so let's do our best.
Juliet?
Jurgen, you said last week that Daniel wouldn't be fit for Middlesbrough or the West Ham game, but maybe he might be ready for Everton. So is he okay? Where are we with him?
It's still a maybe. Yeah, yeah. Can't say anything. I can't say anything different. He's closer to team training than he was last week. Maybe we can involve him today. I'm not 100% sure, but it's possible. If we can involve him today or tomorrow, then in our situation, of course, then he cannot be at 100%. But yeah, having Daniel Sturridge for 20 minutes, that would be fantastic. So if he is available, then he will be involved. But we have to see. I don't know. Until now, he made I think 4 pitch sessions with the rehab coach, and would be nice if he could be part of my department from the layer. Yeah, I'm for the pitch training responsible. Yeah.
Just while we're on this topic, David Lynch, fellow City.
Different. Emre, pretty good way. Was this kind of strange injury? How I said, I never heard before about this ligament, but when it's injured, so he cannot change. But it was between, and he is settled quite well and quick. And yesterday he felt no pain, so he has not that long break then. So if he is again ready to train today or tomorrow, then of course we will involve him. Joel is again a little bit different. We are not. We didn't make a final decision about how we handle it, because he had these problems now. Meanwhile, for 2 or 3 weeks, it's a little bit ankle. It's not a real injury, but it's painful, and it makes not really sense. We cannot push him through. That's the problem, or not the problem. That's the situation. It's a fact. So now we have to see if we try it again for Everton, or if we give him another few days, try then Stoke again, or another few days and try the Man City. I don't know in this moment, but he did parts of the training before the Middlesbrough game, but at the end he said, I cannot sprint, so that makes no sense then. So we are in really intense conversations about this, and it's not that we decided already.
Okay. James, Merseyside.
Jurgen, just wondering, before you came to Liverpool, what were your impressions or memories, if any, of the Merseyside?
I watched actually the last one at Goodison Park live on television, what was possible in Germany. And so it was 1-1. Danny Ings scored, probably Lukaku shot the equalizer. Yeah. I didn't know in this moment that it will be I will be Liverpool coach, don't know, a few days later or something. I watched it because I had time to watch it. It was good. So how I said, I like it, and I'm really, looking forward to it. But it's not that I watched a lot of these games in the last few years. But of course, I know about the big rivalry between the clubs and the big years of both clubs when first and second of the league came from Liverpool. Last year, before the home game against Everton, I think I had a meeting with legends from Everton and Liverpool, so it was interesting to listen to their stories. That's still a fine. No problem. Only if it's the alarm clock, then it's allowed. Good morning. So I love these stories. I love that. I love the history, and I'm a big fan of football history, and of course between these two clubs there are they have a lot of big things, finals, everything, but at the end both clubs showed their real character when they reacted on Hillsborough. So, and I have to say, this is the best story I've ever heard in football, and I love it. And when in these moments you really forget that you're a rival, then everything is good, and you can really fight in the game for 3 points. And so I respect the desire of Everton, but we're LFC, so we want to win the game too. And we don't make a big difference between where we want to win. So, Goodison Park, good place, never been there, looking forward to.
In terms of your form at the moment, 3 goals the other night, a clean sheet. Are you as happy as you've been since you've been here in terms of how that is developing and the fluency coming forward?
Look, 2-3 days before the Middlesbrough game, we spoke about conceding goals here, only drawing there, losing at Bournemouth, drawing at Southampton, which was a clean sheet too. So I don't think about it too much. It's of course we knew we had to change a few things after the 2 games, and I was really happy with the reaction of the boys, especially in the second half. And we have a good base, a really good base, and not from the point side, that's not too bad too, but more from the performance side. So we can, relying is maybe the wrong word, but we can trust ourselves that on a normal day we are in a pretty good shape. But then we have put in, well, I said a few times, the angriness, the aggressiveness, the desire, the final motivation and all that stuff, and then it makes a real performance. So I'm not in doubt about our quality, not a second, but I know we will need everything of our potential and quality to get anything at Goodison Park. So yeah, will be interesting. That's how football should be.
Final couple, Glenn and Rory. Glenn first. No, nothing from Glenn and Rory.
Jurgen, I think you said at the start you watched the film Creed to experience Goodison. Well, from my recollection of that film, it's a very tight battle and it's really close, but the favourite with the better record wins the day. Does that plot resonate with you?
Yeah, even when the other guy, the favourite, was from Liverpool, obviously I had a little bit of sympathy with the other guy, you can imagine. And yeah, that was not because of this, but actually a complete coincidence. I was yesterday, I had the honour to be part of the Christmas party of Chapel Street stuff, right? Yeah. And when I came home, was nothing to do anymore. And then Ulla decided watching a film, and then we found Creed, and it was really good. And I had no idea that Goodison Park plays a part in it. I only thought, okay, maybe there are not a lot of coincidences in life, maybe, and that. So that was my first impression. Oh, look good, but not more. Maybe I told a story when I was much younger. I tried to use the story of Rocky IV between Ivan Drago and Rocky Balboa in a meeting. And after 5 minutes, I recognized that nobody of my players had a clue what I'm talking about, so I had to start new. Only 2 players knew the film, and it was Kehl and Weidenfeller, because they were old enough. The rest had never heard about it. So Rocky is a wonderful story. I loved it my whole life. Yeah. And maybe sometime I will go to stairs at Philadelphia or run up. But yeah, not this week.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you very much, everyone. All right.